Hi, this is Lim Reaper here today, and instead of making several different videos, I'm going to try and cram everything into one. Today I want to show a couple different things. This is my stainless steel Greenie Weenie alcohol stove. The reason I call it the Greenie Weenie is because it's made from these stainless steel stainless steel water bottles, the eco bottles. This one was pretty pricey. It was $6. It's a much better bottle than what I used. It's substantial. It's pretty strong quality. This bottle was a $2 economical version at the I don't even know what store it was actually, but I got several of them and I decided to make stoves out of them because they were really flimsy and cheap. It's just the cut off inverted top like you do with the Bud Light bottles, and 3 32 inch holes drilled in the sides, drilled 1/2 inch down from the top, and it works very nicely. Takes a minute to heat up. I don't use a preheater with it or anything, but 2 ounces of alcohol will give me 30 minutes of burn time, and pretty much that equates to 20-25 minutes of cooking time. So you can definitely cook bacon in a frying pan. You can make a full 4-cup pot of coffee with it. Very nice. This here is the bottom of an old blender. It's aluminum. It's pretty heavy. I lightened it up a little bit by drilling some holes in it, but it makes a very nice adapter. Secondly, I have, of course, a small 12-ounce Heineken here. Everybody's seen these. What I found out makes a perfect lid for them is the bottoms off the Bud Light bottles. This here, really nice handle, rubber well nuts. They're expandable nuts. They come in various sizes, various thread configurations. Stainless steel screw in the bottom. Adds a little weight and heft to it, but makes a very good lid for these. Perfect. Thirdly, windscreen. It's made out of the side of the eco bottle. I use a wire brush, powered wire brush wheel to take the paint off. I don't know if it's very good for me or not, but it makes a very nice windscreen for these stoves, and it's using what's left over once you cut the top and the bottom off. Fourth item is what I call a Camp Light coffee pot. This was taken out of inspiration from NC Hiker. I used the Venom can for mine, and the insides are made out of the Bud Light cans. This top here, if I can pop it off, is just the bottom of a Bud Light can cut off. Then I invert it by hammering it and drilled holes in. And once the water percolates, it comes up through, drops down through the holes. The basket, of course, is made out of the bottom of a Bud Light can also. And this bottom soda can or Heineken, I'm not quite sure. One thing I did use was 1/4 inch aluminum tubing. I had to buy a 3-foot section of that, and that cost me about $3.69. I use a flanging tool. I'm taking it out here in my junk. Or a flaring tool. Put on the 1/4 inch, I flared the bottom, tapped it over slightly with a hammer. These are 1/4 inch brass grommets for boots, shoes, backpacks, whatever you want to use them with. What I did was I slid them down over the 1/4 inch tube, and then I used the flaring tool to crimp them. I don't know if you can see that crimp on there or not, but once I put the flaring tool on there, it crimped it over very nicely. Better than I could with a regular pair of crimpers. But, let's give this a try. I like my coffee sort of strong. What I've done is I've measured out one cup water US measurement. That seems to be about right for this. And what I'm going to do is add approximately a tablespoon of coffee. Let me get some coffee out here. This is just Folgers automatic drip coffee. Slip it into the pot. This is a venom can, obviously. What I did was I inverted the lid, so hopefully when the water boils it drips back down in. And I used the upper portion so it would fit in nicely, and I rounded over the edges. Sorry about my craftsmanship, but I get in a hurry sometimes. One thing I found very handy for rolling some of these edges, these fit right on the outside of the Bud Light cans, is 1.5" collar. Actually it goes in there, but that edge is rough. 1.5" to 2" collar. Also it's beveled on the inside on the 2" portion, and if you're trying to do rolls on these cans, it's sometimes handy. That helps out quite a bit. But let's get going here and boil some water. I'm gonna add 2 ounces of denatured alcohol. And that will give me more than enough burn time. For a cup of coffee. We're going to go ahead and start that. I know this takes approximately a minute to preheat. I've made so many of these stoves in different configurations. I found this to be my favorite. And since I made the coffee maker, I had to use this adapter ring. That was really made for this homemade cooking pot, which was just a Teflon lined pot. And what I did was I took one of the walnuts, put it on for a heat resistant knob on the top, if you can see that. Okay, we're preheated. I'm going to stick this adapter ring on there. Burn the fingers a little bit, getting used to that. We're going to go ahead and throw this coffee pot on. And I know all the naysayers out there are going to say, well look, you're wasting a lot of heat up the side. Well, let me tell you what, once this ring gets hot, it holds the heat and it maintains the heat. Even if this stove's burnt out, that ring is still heating this can because of its heavy aluminum, and it actually keeps the water boiling for quite a while. So I could probably use, if I was just making the coffee, a 1/2 ounce of fuel in this. Even once that fuel burns out, this ring is still hot. I don't need, since I'm in the shed, I really don't need the windscreen here.